Clippers kind of found me as I actually started working. It stopped being like this more glamorous and it started to like curve into something that I realized like, this is something I could do for the rest of my life. Hazel Elaine came from the fact that everybody in my family has different colored eyes. There's a blue rim that goes around most of my family's eyes, and I was the only one who had hazel eyes. And so they would just be like, Hazel, and that's where it came from. Elaine was my mother and her longest time best friend's pact that they made to each other. My name is Brittany Grigsby. I'm a master cosmetologist and barber. And something I love about myself is my confidence. I feel like a haircut is a haircut, but being groomed is a completely different situation. It's a completely different subject. My groomed individuals are people who are consistent with their self-care. That is the key for grooming. You're consistent with your self-care, meaning you're not just going through the motion for someone else. You understand that you are coming into a space where you're gonna feel wanted and someone's gonna take care of you. So to be groomed means you are a practiced individual. You are really dedicated to yourself. I think that I stopped associating being rich with being wealthy. I realized what wealth was, and my wealth was my time. Grooming services aren't something that you are going to get done with quick. You can have a guesstimate of how much time you're going to spend with someone, but I think being able to know where I'm putting my time was the biggest shift from just doing even cuts to grooming services. Meaning the facials, meaning the massage, meaning just the intimate time of cleaning your eyebrows, going just the extra mile during just the haircut service, not just being like a trim or a fade or just a basic cut of a shampoo and cut.
I've been to a bunch of barbers all over Atlanta, and hands down, Hazel Elaine Grooming is absolutely the best. It's always an experience. It's not just a cut. You come in for the fresh fades, the clean lines, the good, passionate details. Brittany always takes care of her clients, and she's not only a friend now, she's family pretty much.
So I ended up going to a trade school in high school. That kind of set me off for being like more in the industry and being involved, and I got to see what the real world was, which was a lot of work in high school. So I was like working in a salon pretty much right at 18. A shop that had an old school barber in it. It was like a salon. I watched him. I worked right next to him. I asked him questions, and I just became infatuated with clippers. So I started cutting only men's hair, started breaching more into that and shortcuts, and that's how I fell in love with it. It just became a passion. It was something I did every day. You do have a place in people's life, and it does matter what you're doing in those little moments, like especially when you're behind the chair. And I was like, if I could just help people more than it just be like a fashion moment, I think that's when it really started to hit, that it was something more to that.